Howdy y'all, it's William from Camper Life, aka Powder, and I can't wait for y'all to be watching Endless RVing's live stream tonight. They're going to be doing a really great collaboration with the Roads We Roam. They're both really great channels, so y'all should go check them out.
What's up, guys?
Hey, everybody.
Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing.
And Jason.
And Jason bringing in the intro for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. That took several takes, right?
Yeah.
I think. But I think he nailed it. Camper Life, I know you're in here, so...
hope you enjoyed that and have a good sense of humor.
Let us know what you think of that. He was studying you for a while.
And like Mark from The Art of RVing, you never know who's next.
You never know who's next. Jason's got a whole hit list that he's going down, so let us know what you think. So thank you everybody for joining us today on our Thursday night live stream. We have a pretty cool live stream. We're going to have the Roads We Roam on very shortly. They're on standby, and they will be coming to us very shortly. Some housework that we have to cover. I think the sound looks good. Let us know how everything...
Yeah, everybody seems to be hearing it okay.
Cool. Let us know how everything sounds and looks.
Jumping off from Jason, Jason's page, if anybody wants to check it out, it is Jason T Singing and Fun. In his last video, he was singing a really beautiful serenade to his mama. Proud of your boy. So check that out. Jason T Singing and Fun is his channel, and I think he's probably in here.
Yeah, he might be in here.
Now, guys, when we have a guest, I'm not going to be able to type as much. I love to hit every comment. I'm going to do my best. But if I don't hit everyone, I apologize. But no, we are here with you, okay?
So we have a little bit of housekeeping to go over. We had a video that came out, which was last Saturday's video.
That was the RV mistakes.
Yes, we had our biggest RV mistake, or 7 RV mistakes that we made, 7 of many. But these were ones that stuck out to us. So check that out. Let our mistakes and the cost of our mistakes not be your mistake. So hopefully go check that out so you don't make those same mistakes. Also, this past Tuesday on our Tuesday's Tips, we had a very important one. Regardless of what the thumbnail says, we are not killing each other or separating. It was just an RV relationship tips for
what we do.
Yeah, close quarters combat, right? It's like in the octagon. So you have to, when you're on the RV, you have to make sure if you don't get along, it's going to be like 2 pit bulls in a fighting ring.
And I loved reading all the comments from you guys. You really put in a lot of your own spin on it. That was very cool.
Yeah, and then Saturday, by popular demand, we actually did a cooking video. If anybody doesn't know, we are both plant-based, and this may be a little bit different than what a lot of RVers do out there, especially what we see at campgrounds. But we brought to you a Instant Pot, which we know is very popular in RVs, an Instant Pot chili stew. And it's quite healthy.
Anybody can eat it. It's not
very
like
easy and quite delicious. Jason even liked it.
Yeah.
Or at least he pretended to.
And he takes part in this video as well.
Yes.
My assistant chef.
Yes. So who's in the house? How many people do we have in
All right, so
here?
we got 31.
Nice.
I want to get Russ and Kerry on, so I'm not going to go through every person.
We want to get some of the pictures that people sent us.
Yep, so we'll do that. But hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm not going to do individual hellos tonight. Like, again, we want to get our wonderful guests up here as soon as possible.
So we got a couple of videos. Rob and Vicky Bennett, they sent us a couple of pictures of their pet. This is Presley.
Remember, if you have pictures of your dog, look at this dog.
This is their 15-year-old, what is it?
I think they said he was a beagle. Or no,
Dotson. 15-year-old Dotson. This is in their Canyon store. They're out in California.
Sorry. Camper Life set up fully meat-based. No wonder why I'm fat.
Eat some beans once in a while. They're good for you. Make you regular.
They'll get that meat out of you.
Yeah, here's Presley again. This is their 4th Dotson, and they wanted to share with us. They're big supporters
Thank you,
out of California. Guys, if you ever want to send us pictures of you RV and camping or your RV, endlessrving@gmail.com. We will share the pictures on our following live stream if we can. So, I'm sure you guys are all here for our next guest. And if you don't know them, they are full-time RVers. who love to boondock and have been doing this for about a year, and they have quite a quickly growing channel on RVing. It's going to be Russ and Kerry from the Roads We Roam. Let me try to bring you guys in here.
Yay.
Hold on, let me get your, let's see here, your logo. There we go.
There we go.
That's our logo. Sorry, hit the wrong one. There we go.
There we go.
Russ
Hi,
and Kerry, you
guys.
on? Say hi.
Welcome.
Welcome and thank you. Yes. And Russ and Kerry are right now boondocking in Florida, slowly making their way to the Tampa RV show, where they will be hosting on Friday night, correct?
Friday night. Yes, they're having a huge gathering leading into their live stream. We'll let you guys talk about. We're going to get into Tampa. We'll let you talk all about that and tell everybody about what's going on. Super exciting. So, as we always do when we have guests, we like, some of our subscribers may not know you guys and vice versa. So, we like to kind of give a little background of you for those that don't know you. And look, we follow you and watch your videos, but we may not know every little tidbit about you. So, we like to get to know more about you guys. So, first thing is just to tell us a little bit about yourselves and your channel, and when and why did you start your channel? Hang on, they can't be heard.
Oh, you know what? Because they're on mute. Sorry. All right, now you're good.
Okay.
Now you're good.
All right. So we've been doing this since October of 2018.
Okay.
And the reason we went on it was kind of, I think, health and stress based. We were both in corporate America. I worked for a manufacturing company, and Kerry was in fundraising for higher ed.
Okay.
And for me, it was just killing me. I wasn't having a good time anymore. I remember I looked at Kerry and said, "Hey, I think I am going to have a heart attack."
It still says no audio. I'm sorry, guys. No mic for Russ.
No, they're definitely coming up on here. Okay, talk, Russ.
They're saying they can't hear them.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
hear me now?
it's that they're probably. I'm sure they're going to see it here shortly because there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's still coming up. No audio on them. So let's just make sure.
I can 100% hear you guys. Let me hit mute.
You can hear us. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and put that back on your lapel. Then,
Let's hear.
Let's see. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, I said,
Okay.
can you hear them now? I'm waiting to see if somebody answers just before we. It's
good now.
Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
there's just a little bit. That's like that 20-second delay from when I unmuted you till they started getting the feed.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, so you want me to start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's-
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
just start at number one. Sorry about
I
that.
didn't like what I said. So
Good. Take two.
This is live, guys.
Basically, we both were in corporate America, or corporate positions. I worked for a manufacturer, and it was really stressful. I wasn't enjoying life. I come from a law enforcement background, and somehow weaseled my way into a marketing position for a large manufacturer. And I just wasn't built for that. I could handle guys with guns and stuff like that. But when it came to corporate America, it was crazy. But so for me, it was more stress relief. I wanted to do something that wasn't as stressful.
Right,
And
right.
for me, I agreed to this crazy plan because I had seen my mother. She passed away from cancer very early. And her whole life, she had promised herself that I'll do this when I retire. I'll do this when I retire.
Right.
And 2 months after she retired, she passed away.
Oh.
She
Right.
never got to do anything on her list.
Right.
And when we realized that we were empty nesters now, and if anybody suffered, it was just us.
Mm-hmm.
So we figured, why not try it?
Turn it up. They said.
Okay.
Turn it up. Sorry, guys. They're just telling me.
Yeah, I'm turning it up.
Okay.
We're good.
Go ahead.
No problem. So that's mainly the reason why we decided to jump into it. Now, as far as our channel, it took us a while to really get a feel for what we thought our channel would be, and we've recently come up with what we call, or the industry calls, the value proposition. We are relative, relatable, and reliable.
I see it. You get that in every intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He
catchy.
always says it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and the way that goes too is just, I'm sure you're learning as you go with your channel. We learn as we go. We've come through so many different iterations of what this channel really is, and it's all based on not only on your numbers but feedback.
Of course.
What people that you follow and people that follow you are telling you. So,
of course.
So I guess the channel's ever changing.
Yeah, well, you have to, right? Because YouTube's always changing, right? There's always new channels. They change the algorithms. I don't think anybody can figure this out.
Every day we're talking about, well, what if we change this? Well, we just changed it last week. Well, let's try something else. It's always changing and experimenting. And
so, Russ, I have a quick question for you. You said you were law enforcement. Was that like a MP, or were you like a municipal police officer? How did that work?
Yes.
All of the above.
All the above.
So,
yes.
Started in the military. I was in the Air Force. I was a K-9 handler, explosives and aggression, and then explosives and patrol. And then I moved into federal law enforcement.
Okay.
And worked that for about 20 years. So I do have a retirement coming, because I just got to hit that age.
Oh, so that works a little different with the feds. You have to hit like a certain age.
You can put your 20 in, but you can't start getting the retirement until you hit retirement age.
Oh,
got it.
That's a little different than New Jersey.
Real early.
Yeah, it's a little different. So in New Jersey, how it works is, well, at least when I got in, it's changed since then. So it's
We're old now.
yeah, it's 25 years, and then you get 65% of your last year's pay. So I have 5 years left. I'll be 48, and then it's off to the races, right?
Then it's full time.
But in federal, they force you out at 57. So you have to have at least 20. As soon as you hit 57, you're out.
But then you can't collect till 65? Is that how it works?
No, if you stay until retirement, then you can collect.
Gotcha.
But if you're like me and said, hey guys, I'm out, then I've got to wait until like 62, I think.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, all right. MJ was a teacher for many years and left that also and started her own business. So
yeah, I taught music for about 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, instrumental music, and then I went the dog route, but yeah, still teaching, of course.
Oh, we have so much more in common than I ever knew. I love this.
So, what were you? Well, what?
I've played the piano since I was 5.
Oh, very cool.
I was a big band geek.
Oh my God. Band director here. Band director.
Yeah, that's what I did. I taught band for years.
Wow. You, me, Patty, Patrick, we'll all get together and we'll just geek out.
And we'll get, yes,
Maybe you should bring your clarinet to Tampa. You guys can do a fiddle or something down there.
I still have my flute.
Oh my God, we could have a jam session.
There we go.
Very cool. So we got a couple more questions. So I know the answer for this because I actually, before going on, I started binge watching all your videos so I could learn a little more.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'm sure you saw your numbers go up the last couple of days.
I did. Thank you.
So I know the answer for this, but for anybody who may not, how long have you been full-time RVing? And you already answered why you started.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been full-time RVing?
Yeah, just
almost a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Well, a year and a couple months. October 2018. So October 19 was our big 1 year nomadiversary, as Stacy Forrest, one of our followers, calls it.
And prior to going full-time, where were you guys located? Were you like?
So we were located in El Paso, which is where the company that I work for is based out of.
Okay, cool. So what are some of the challenges of full-time RV living that you've come across in your 1 year, couple of months of experience?
Internet.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because both of our, Kerry works remotely, I work remotely, so, and then with the YouTube, just trying to make sure we have connection. If we don't have connection, we're not working, which means we're not pulling in a paycheck.
Right.
But I'll tell you, one thing also in your video, it's going back to your video on how to have a relationship in a small confined area. That can be challenging. I steal this quote all the time. It's not my quote, but
Bob Wells.
No, it wasn't Bob Wells. It was from, I forget, it was a documentary that we saw. But they say that an RV is an amplifier. If things are good, they're really good.
Yeah.
If they're bad, guess what?
They're really bad.
So yeah, just being able to learn how to to live, and to make sure I don't sleep on the couch out here with the dog.
We've learned to communicate a lot better. Before, I used to just not say something if he was doing something that irritates me.
Mhm.
I'd be like, oh, I'm going on a work travel trip in a day. I'll just forget about it by the time I get back. Now I'll tell him, what you're doing is annoying me. In about 10 seconds, I'm going to explode if you don't stop. And so
It's true. Yeah, you just have to hit it. You get it right out there.
Well, there's
Yep.
no escape, right?
No.
Like where you can't just like I'm going to work.
I'm going
or
to the
There's like
bathhouse.
nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's none of that. Yeah, I'm gonna go walk around the rig. I'll go check the oil or something.
But how? So if you're going to say how has it affected your relationship, would you say it would be for the better or for the worse?
Oh yeah,
much better.
100%
Okay.
better. We had a great relationship. I think the thing with Kerry and I, we've always been, and I don't want to sound, cliche or anything, but we've always been best friends.
Okay.
Aw, see,
We've
yeah,
always
important.
chosen to hang out with each other. So this was very easy for us. But I'll tell you one thing: even though we hung out with each other, we didn't talk as much as we do now. Because sometimes, like here, we don't have TV tonight, and we've got YouTube, of course, but we're kind of you just talk a lot more when you're
Right.
because you have a lot more idle time.
Right. I just want to thank Barefoot Adventures Super Chatted. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Barefoot
so much,
Adventures.
guys.
Really, really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I said, how's it going? It's going great. Thank you.
Yeah, we're very much in the same, I guess, boat as far as relationships. Like, I love hanging out with MJ, right? Like, so, listen, you're in law enforcement. The cops, they love to hang out and go to the bar. Like, I'm always, like, after work, I want to come out and hang out with her because she's like the person I want to hang out with. I see these guys at work all day.
He's only telling
I
you
tell
that.
you that. I said I'd rather hang out with you than the guys at work because I see them all day. I don't need to see them anymore. Right? So, yeah, I mean, that definitely helps. We actually enjoy going out, on vacation together. It's great. So
Yeah, this has
Good
just
to
made
see.
it better. It really has.
Absolutely.
It's just so much fun.
We agree.
And so what do you love about full-time RVing?
Where'd you go?
I love moving all the time.
Okay.
I get bored somewhere, like every 2 weeks or something. I want something new. I want to go and be busy. And I was like that a little bit as a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
I worked remotely for the college, and I worked the entire West Coast, and then they started giving me some of the East Coast. So I got used to traveling all the time, but I was just by myself.
Okay.
Now I get to do all that traveling, but I have my best friend with me.
Awesome.
Aw.
Awesome. And prior to this, Kerry, were you like a camper, or is this just like you just flew right into it?
No.
No?
Camping for her was not going to the Hampton Inn. It was going to the Best Western.
So, wow, this had to be like a real like culture shock, right?
It was. We jumped into this not knowing anything. I mean, we didn't know the first thing. I didn't know.
Kinda like us.
Hadn't even heard of a black tank or a gray tank when we jumped in.
Yeah.
Start quickly learning, though.
Yeah, and that's why we started off with a very small. I mean, we lived 6 months in an 18-foot long trailer, a little
Wow.
guy Max.
We got the most basic that we could get. We didn't want slides. We didn't want all the gadgets because we figured the more there was to learn.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's so when we started watching your channel, we were trying to figure out because we would see like your older videos and you would talk about the little guy Max, and then you had to climb. Like I said, are they towing the little guy Max? Like what are they doing? Like I'm trying to figure out what they live in. Then I started watching more and figured it all out. So
we actually did tow that little guy Max from Las Vegas all the way up to Tennessee because we decided to keep that when we bought our Class A.
Okay.
And we got
Nice.
the strangest looks towing that thing behind the Class A.
Now, do you still tow that or no?
Yeah. Well, not we towed it up there and dropped it off. We're probably gonna buy a truck here soon.
Okay.
That way we can tow that around because there are just some places we can't go with the Class A.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And with the little guy Max, it had the off-road package, so pretty much anywhere the truck could go, that could go. So
And I love it.
yeah, it's a nice little trailer.
Now, we don't have on here, what Class A do you have?
You have a Damon.
We
right?
saw
It's a
Yeah.
1999.
99.
See,
That's
I watched
right.
your video.
Yep.
Awesome.
Nice. Now, did you do
get
any
the gold
renovations to that, or do any renovations or anything, or you just kept it?
Yeah.
Well, the
You did.
inside definitely looks like you did because I'm looking. I mean, that doesn't look stock in the inside there.
No, we do have a renovation video that we did
Okay.
put out. So in
I'll have
August,
to look at that.
in August we went back to Tennessee, mooch docked at my father's house. We ripped out all the carpeting, all the dinette is gone. We now have a 10-foot long wraparound sofa
Nice.
in here that has storage underneath it. And then, I mean, we did cosmetic updates.
Right,
That was
right.
one of the things that we were looking for. This is older and used, but everything in it was solid, and it came with a lot of upgrades that we wanted in some type of vehicle, but all the hard stuff was already done. So now we just had to do cosmetic.
Yeah, whoever had this before us was definitely planning on doing a lot of boondocking, because they put in a 6-stage reverse osmosis water filtration system.
Nice.
They had 960 watts of solar.
How much?
Wow.
960 watts of solar. As a little inside joke.
No, I hear you guys talk about that sometimes.
They had a wee boost on here and all. But I have to tell you, I thought the water filtration was awesome, but I'm really not a fan anymore of the reverse osmosis. We waste so much water. I mean, we have a 83-gallon, oh no, what was it? I keep forgetting. 63-gallon fresh tank. And man, I tell you, every time you brush your teeth or something, you're wasting a couple gallons just to refill that reverse osmosis tank area.
Okay.
It's good to know.
But
nice.
Yeah, wouldn't do it. I'm going to change that.
Yeah, very much like you guys. We got into RVing not knowing anything. You may or may not know our story. We actually had went away.
Bugs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we got bed bugs. I had a class. Yeah, and that was the beginning, I guess, of the end.
It was a nightmare.
At the beginning of the beginning.
The best thing that ever happened to us. Because like you, we knew nothing. We never even imagined getting one of these. We had, dabbled in it. Oh, we should rent, a Cruise America or whatever they're called.
So cool.
Yep. But yeah, this kind of forced us into it. And boom, there you go. We went shopping. 4 hours later, we had a trailer and the rest is history.
No research, yeah. But so very similar.
I want to make sure I'm getting.
So I guess you kind of touched on this a little bit, but why did you choose the RV you're in now, the Class A? So you were in the little guy Max for some time, and I'm assuming that's pretty small. What made you go to the Class A?
Well, again, as I mentioned, we both work remotely, and the little guy Max is a fantastic rig. But the problem is that dinette is everything.
Okay.
We use that as 3 main things. The dinette was a place to eat. It broke down into a bed at night for the dogs, and it was a workstation. But it could never be even 2 of those things at one time. So it was very hard to work full time out of that. So we just started throwing around, and I said, hey, I want to look at getting a little bigger rig. And we had a budget. Kerry's like, there's no way he's going to find a rig that he wants for that kind of money.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I said, okay, the truck is already paid off. Whatever the value of the truck is, that's your budget.
Right.
Because I didn't want to do any loans or anything.
Yeah.
And I figured there's no way he's going to find anything
And
this
he did.
way. And
Luck of the draw. We just got lucky because we got this at an amazing price. Like I said, with all the upgrades to it, we just got extremely lucky. Plus, we bought it from a consignment place. They had no idea what they were looking. I said, hey, is it solar ready? And the guy says, I don't know. And I climbed up on the roof and I looked. I said, not only is it solar ready, it's got a ton of solar up there.
Gosh.
real quick about the benefit of a consignment dealer. For the buyer, not for the seller, but for the buyer.
So, that's an interesting thing, too. I mean, if you are looking at buying used, you may want to look into purchasing consignment.
Okay.
Because if you're purchasing consignment, you're not purchasing from a shop. So if you purchase from a shop, you have to pay taxes.
Okay.
If you buy consignment, you're actually purchasing from a person. They're just being charged the platform fee from the consignment shop. So we got this. I mean, for the price we paid for it, that was the price. We had no extra taxes. Yeah.
And you can get financing if you go consignment?
Well,
but this place, you could get financing, but here's where you save money as a buyer. they can only go off of the Blue Book value.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So a lot of these rigs, especially nowadays when people are adding solar, when they're adding upgraded TVs and all this other stuff, Blue Book doesn't really take that into account.
That's
Right.
yeah.
Camper Life just went through the same thing with his used vehicle. Is just like when you're putting in a pool, you're not really going to see the value sometimes in that,
Right.
unless it's what you want. Well, when you're buying a used RV from some of these places, you could get a lot of extras in there and save a lot of money that way.
Yeah.
You're only buying it off Blue Book.
Yeah,
It's good to know because we've talked about, our next one when we eventually go full time, and are we going to go new? Are we going to go used? And there's just such great deals out there
we're definitely
going the used route.
leaning toward used. I mean, listen, the motorhome we have now, we got new. We didn't get it. I shouldn't say it wasn't expensive. It was, but we didn't get like diesel expensive. So I guess the advantages we had, the issues we had were dealt with. But you pay a lot of money for them, and there's quite a lot. Like I look back now, and what we paid for, maybe a little bit more, we could have got a really nice diesel pusher. So it is what it is.
But each time we learn something.
Yeah.
So now the next one we're going to be even more ready.
Right.
Right. More questions to ask and what to look for.
Yeah, and the motorhome we have now fits us well because it's gas, it's less maintenance, as you know. Far less maintenance, and I don't think we could fit anything much bigger in our driveway anyway.
No.
So it works
Well,
out.
that's the thing about RVing. You're always looking for your next rig.
Yeah.
We hadn't even finished the refurb, and we were like, oh, what's next?
I know.
A schoolie, a diesel pusher.
schoolie.
What's next?
Well, that's it. We have on our channel, on our live stream each Thursday, we do Izzy's flavor of the week because it's always changing.
It's always changing.
Every week there's something different. He's just sending me
true.
videos. Oh, look at this, look at that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so when we're ready, it's definitely going to be quite the search going through the country.
See, that's why we do the tour videos. We're helping you feed your addiction.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yes. Yeah, well, we're going to be on so many. What I'm actually happy about Tampa, they're going to have a section with Prevost. So we've seen Prevost in a couple of campgrounds, not many, exterior. I've never been inside one, and I'm really looking forward to that, being inside.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting. We didn't see this at Hershey, but we saw it at Tampa. There were some, I think at Hershey, the most expensive rig I saw was like about $570,000. At Tampa, they had $1 million rigs.
Yeah.
They have stanchions set outside, and they have like an usher. Okay, you can go in now. It's amazing.
Take your shoes off.
Like you're at a nightclub, right? You have to be allowed.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I was a little disappointed with Hershey this year. So we went 2018 also, and they actually had better, at least for New Mart, they went up to London Air. This year they only had the New Air, which is not even like, that's like they're starting, whatever. It was definitely better the year before, but I guess it's just whatever the dealers have.
Exactly, yeah.
So what are some of your favorite places that you visited? In the RV, of course.
So I have to say right off the bat, one of the favorite places, I love City of Rocks, which is in New Mexico. It's a state park there. As soon as you pull in, you feel like you're on the moon. It's just unbelievable because it's desert. It's this kind of flat desert with mountains kind of rimming the whole area. And then out of nowhere, like Stonehenge, these rocks are popped up. I mean, it's beautiful.
And it's 18 miles from Forget About It Pizza.
Yes, forget about it.
it.
New Mexico.
Really? I would think New Mexico is known for pizza, being from like the Jersey area.
Right off the 10.
Yeah.
Right, if you go through Deming, because there's nothing else around there, going through on the 10, get off, bypass the McDonald's and the Burger King, go to Forget About It Pizza.
And we're not even sponsored by them.
Well, we are a little jaded, so I'm sure you guys have heard of the series The Sopranos from HBO. You've heard
love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So MJ right here, whose last name is Ippolito,
My maiden name.
grew up in Bloomfield, which many episodes of The Sopranos were shot in Bloomfield. And actually, the last episode in the diner, which is Holston's.
I grew up getting
that
ice
was like
cream
one of
from
her
there.
places,
It
so-
was right around the
Really?
corner from my childhood home. Yeah.
Wow.
And one of the episodes actually with his girlfriend with the one leg was filmed in the house across the street from me in Belleville, New Jersey. And we got to meet James Gandolfini, and he hung out, and it was very cool. Very cool.
So
I never watched it.
Oh, I love that show.
We've
That was
watched
one of our
this.
favorites.
We every once in a while we'll go through. Right, we'll take a few months and then we'll start from the beginning and go.
How about that song, the theme song?
Yes.
It's an amazing theme song.
Yeah, so the Bada Bing, the Bing is actually in the county that I work in. It's like right on Route 17.
Yeah,
They actually call it the
Wow.
Bing. It's pretty funny. So yeah,
Very cool.
so MJ has a palate for pizza. At least she used to.
Well, I used to. Now we're vegan. I don't eat pizza anymore.
Now
but
pizza's not even worth it.
one can dream.
So
Yeah.
so guys, everybody that's in here, if you already haven't gone over to the Roads We Roam, if you're not subscribed, head over there. Their link is in our description. Go over there, show them some love. Click on that link. Hit the subscribe button because these guys they're bringing Russ and Kerry are bringing outstanding information.
And sorry.
Yeah, not only on their adventures, but they do reviews and just a wealth of information on if you're even thinking about full-time RVing or even if you're new to RVing and you're a weekend warrior, you could always learn something. So head over there.
They also, I just want to mention, they do 2 weekly live streams.
Yes.
Great live streams. Friday night wine and coffee. Sorry, I have to not be New Jersey. Coffee, not coffee. With
No, it's a
Kerry,
coffee. It's a coffee.
with
I'm from
Kerry and
Connecticut.
Russ.
Oh, you're from Connecticut. All right.
Okay, good.
All right.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
shout
no
out.
worries. We'll shoot it a little more a little later. So, all right. Question number 7, and we have this question. We try to figure it out. You know, as far as when we go full time, we kind of have some ideas, but you never know till you're out there.
Mhm.
How do you make a living on the road?
Okay.
Well, that's been one of the most asked questions that we've been asked. And we did do a blog post
Mhm.
on our website as well as a video for that with 16 different ways.
Okay.
And we broke it down for digital online work, which we do. But then there's a lot of people that aren't comfortable and don't want to work online.
Mhm.
But there's so many work camping jobs everywhere you can go. Right now, I do a lot of this platform called Upwork. So I can do a lot of administrative work, and I can bid for jobs, and you can do one-off things or long-term things. Like I've been working for the same company for the last couple of weeks.
That's very cool.
And so that's a very easy way. So if we know we're going to be super, super busy, I won't put in for work for those couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so what I do is the company that I used to work for full-time as an employee, I contract and I consult for them. And my background is marketing now. So I do a lot of their social media, influencer recruitment type stuff. And I also I have to go to metal detecting hunts and go hunt these historic sites. It's a real bummer, but
Now, does your work like require you to go to certain places, or is it always online?
95% of the time it's online, but occasionally I do have to go to places like when we have these big events. When we were up in New York. The reason we were up in Plattsburgh was because there was a hunt up there in
Plattsburgh. Yeah, we were just at the Plattskill. Sorry, Plattskill KOA.
Plaqueville. Yeah.
Plaqueville KOA. Yeah, it was like a jail yard up there. We won't go back.
I just want to make a note. Somebody finally asked, "Are you using a green screen?"
They finally figured it out that it's dark out, but we still have sunlight behind us. Somebody finally picked that up.
Eagle-eyed viewers.
It's our new toy.
Yeah, we're using a green
It was
screen,
funny
guys.
Because we can't see the view, but we do have you guys streaming over here, so it looks a little different over here than it does over here.
Yes.
Great green screen work, by the way.
Yeah, is it showing up good on the stream? I don't know. Does it look like super
Oh, yeah,
fake?
it looks
People
beautiful.
are saying they're noticing.
Yeah, so we
It looks like you're at Tall Pine Lodge.
yeah, that's it. We're in our basement actually. So we've been trying to figure out, where to shoot, and ideally it would be on the motorhome, but the motorhome's under the cover right now. So we're like, let's do the green screen, and this is kind of some free backgrounds they had just to see how it looks, and we'll see what guys in the comments. Let us know what you think about the green screen, and what do you want us to see? You want us to be on the moon next time, or like on a cruise ship or something?
Anne said the sound is cutting out. I don't know if it's from everybody.
I'm see everything's looking good here on my end.
Yeah, nobody else is saying anything. So.
Yeah, maybe on her end. 'Cause
Yeah.
everything's looking good here.
Okay.
All right, so a couple more questions, and then we, we'll open it up to the crowd
to the
in
crowd.
here. So if you can get, this is a good one. If you can get any RV, which one would you buy and why? This is, you found, you're treasure hunting, you found the genie and you rubbed it and the genie came out and gave you one wish of whatever RV you wanted.
Leisure Travel Vans Unity MB.
Wow.
All right.
Somebody really knows.
She knows.
Nice.
Yeah.
Russ, which one would be yours, Russ?
You know, that's
It's the one Kerry wants.
Unity MB.
All right,
No,
so
it's a great unit.
Twist your arm.
Yes, I would love to have that unit. But honestly, I like the HQ19. It's a big, beefy looking rig on the outside. On the inside, it's nice and Euro modern. It can go anywhere. It has a washer and dryer built into it.
Very nice.
So,
I still like the Unity MB.
yeah.
I'll have to check those out.
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
both great units.
All right, so you answered
Somebody,
that.
Bob was asking if we can link the green screen we have. We'll have to.
Yeah, we'll
let
put
him
that in
know
our description.
yeah.
We'll put it in the equipment that we use. It usually, actually, afterwards, I always put the equipment we use in here.
So
Where
real
are we?
quick, what's your dream rig?
Oh,
Well, it changes every week.
if money
Carrie,
was
so-
no option,
Flavor of the week.
What's the flavor this week?
if money was no option, it would have to be a Prevost conversion.
Yeah.
Probably like Liberty, because I don't know if you know anything about Liberty coaches. They have there was exclusive painters, a guy named Dean Laux, and he has a company out of Elkhart, Indiana. It's called Total. I don't even know what it stands for, but this guy's paint job, they're all done by hand. It's like 1,300 hours of painting. I think the paint job itself is about $150,000. And if you said money, there's no option.
Yeah.
That would be the way to go. And then realistically,
That's not mine, though.
what's yours?
Well, Primos, they're cool, and we'll see even more when we
Beautiful.
go. But I love Newmar. I'm
loves
just
them.
such a Newmar
King Air?
fan. Yeah, like a top of the line. The kid doesn't have to be a King Air, but one of them up there.
One of those.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, when we retire, it's not gonna be a Prevost. It's probably gonna be some used diesel push. But we love our Newmar now. It's wonderful. We love it.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions in there?
Well, Wayne said our sound and video is lagging, but theirs is good.
Okay.
Nobody else said that, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody
I think
said,
we
do you have
looked pretty good.
stalkers? That's why a green screen. Yeah, we're going to be in different places every week.
Yeah, we're gonna
Stay tuned where we are next week. We'll be in Stonehenge. All right. So guys, if you have any questions for Russ and Kerry, start putting them in the chat because I am trying to somewhat keep up here.
It's getting a little crazy in here.
Yeah,
How many
I
people
mean,
in the room right now?
We've 59.
59
We've been
in the
hovering
room.
around 60 the whole
59.
time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, everybody.
how long do you guys plan on full timing for?
So I guess if it were me, we haven't really talked about this. We've made each other promises that, hey, we will tell each other when this is no longer fun.
Mhm.
You know, and that's something that we've made from the very start. We've made that promise. But I don't really have an answer, I guess, until it's not fun
Right.
anymore. until
Right.
I don't
That's a good
enjoy it.
answer.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's very similar to what we're talking about. Like I said, I have 5 years left before I can retire, and then Jason will actually be in his second year of college. So, depending on what he's doing,
where he goes.
yeah, we may stick his college out. But yeah, we're going to sell it, and we don't know. Maybe the road will be 6 months. It might be 6 years. We don't know.
Yeah, but our goal is to go and visit as many places in the country as possible to see where do we want to end up.
Where do we wanna end
Because
up?
we eventually do want to get a small,
Almost like a little home
Sticks and
base, and then
bricks,
we
yeah.
6 months in, 6 months out. But
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
having the little home base would be nice, especially as you start getting older, and sometimes maybe you don't want to be out there.
Right.
Yeah, we've talked about that too. We've seen a lot of places that we've said, "Oh, I wouldn't mind living here later."
Yeah.
And I think if we ever did go back to sticks and bricks, it would be a lot like what you're talking about. Maybe 6 months in and
Yeah.
then 6 months out. You know,
Just something small that has a couple
Yes.
bedrooms and just a nice RV garage is a must. We
Yes.
have to have an RV garage. Oh.
The big thing for me, well, for both of us, but each year it gets harder and harder to deal with the cold. I
hate it.
I just cannot deal with the cold. You know,
that was one of the things. So I was a fundraiser for Beloit College, which is in Wisconsin.
Oh, it's cold.
It's about 90 minutes outside of Chicago. And when we got the opportunity to go to El Paso for Russ's work, that's when I was able to arrange the working remotely for the college. And they had one rule that they would not call me back to the campus while it was cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good rule. Yeah, that's like nasty cold up there.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
all right, got a couple questions. Somebody said, Mary Lou North said, what wine are you serving,
Oh, good
Kerry,
question.
on Friday?
Ooh, I haven't picked it out yet.
Yeah.
All right,
Something
so it's going to be a
sweet.
surprise.
Something sweet.
Probably, I don't know what we have in here, but probably a blueberry sangria from Island Grove. We always have a lot of that for wine. So probably that.
There was a request, though. Somebody wanted it to be a whiskey night because they've had a rough week.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And that's
Speaking my language now.
Somebody else asked, name the top 3 places you would go back to.
Sedona.
Ooh,
Oh,
Sedona's
we
Forest
love
nice.
Road
Sedona.
525. That was a boondocking spike. I liked Marana, which is the
Ironwood Monument.
National Monument. It's listed as the National Monument, but it's a big boondocking area. And the only bad thing is if you have dogs, they have these little barbs that get in their feet. But outside of that, it's a gorgeous area. So we bought little dog booties.
Boots.
Put the boots on, yeah.
And then
I'd have to say West Yellowstone. We spent about 8 weeks up there. We're going to spend a lot longer up there this time around, but West Yellowstone's awesome. Love that place.
We have yet to go.
You guys did war camping there, correct?
So Kerry did, yeah.
Okay, because I
Okay.
remember catching that in one of your videos. And how did you like that?
I absolutely loved it, and the owners invited us to come back this following summer, and Russ was a little jealous because I got to meet a lot of viewers. They would come through Yellowstone, they'd stop by the candy store, come by and say hi, and I'd go back home at night and say, guess who stopped by here?
So I'm working there now. I said, you know what? I got jealous that she had all these pictures of these people that she got to meet. And so I said, my job I just have to get the work done. It doesn't matter when I do it, as long as it gets done. I said, you know what? I can pick up a couple of hours because I want to meet some people too.
You know what? And the thing is, after working your way up through your jobs, to just take time away and get a job like this at a candy store where you don't think about it till you walk in the door. Everybody's happy when they walk into a candy store. Let's face it. And it's just easy work, and I felt great, and it was just very enjoyable. So talking about maybe having like a home base, but right now we kind of see West Yellowstone as a home base where we can go. We're going to spend the summer there. We don't have to worry about having to travel if we don't want to. We can just sit still for a while and just go on weekend trips if we want. And we have a great relationship with the owners. They have a winter home in Padre Island. We're going to go visit them.
Nice.
Oh, how nice.
Nice.
So yeah, I would imagine those are probably the 3 spots.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot more, but like the 3, that would be it.
Awesome.
We got Downsizing Makes Sense said, ask Road to Rome, how long did it take to train Russ?
We're still working.
Yeah, still not fully
It's
trained.
a lifelong process,
commitment.
Right? Okay.
I'm glad you said that about the when you work your real job, right, and then you leave, like you don't want to work another stressful and I work with a lot of people. They retire and then they go and they take another high-paying job, but a lot of hours. And I'll often get asked from people where I go, so what do you plan on doing? Like, what job? I'm like, I'm not getting any job. Like, I might just like to go empty some fire rings and, and do that. Like, I don't need the
just
stress.
Mindless work where you can really enjoy and relax and be together. And
so I'm glad to know that we're not the only ones.
That when you come home at night, you're not thinking about it. You don't wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning going, oh my goodness, I didn't get that done.
Right. Exactly.
And like what Kerry said, these people are on vacation. They're coming into a candy store. and it's just everybody's always happy.
The King Candy, of course.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now, somebody asked a question, but it was actually one of our questions as well.
What is that?
The drone. Do you have a drone yet? Somebody just asked.
You had to ask.
I'm sorry.
We were going to ask it, but one of the
But
viewers
somebody
asked.
else beat us to it. Did Russ get his drone?
So the answer is yes.
Yes.
I did get a drone.
Nice.
I got a Mavic Pro. It's not here yet. It was just really fortunate. I was travels with Delaney. Patrick had his. He only flew it, maybe a dozen times.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a hold of me and he said, "Hey, Russ, if you're interested, I would let this go at X amount." And I said, "Yes, I'm interested." And so we've got the Mavic Pro coming from
From
Patrick,
the Godfather.
From the Godfather.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, we're excited about that. We think for the campsite reviews that
it's
we've
awesome.
been doing, we think that will help out a
Oh,
lot.
absolutely.
That's one of the things when we talked early on about learning what type of camping you like to do. We've found we love boondocking. That's just our comfort zone. If we're in a crowded campground, we're out of our element, I feel. And so, since we know we're going to be doing a lot more boondocking, it made sense to go ahead and do that. So thank you everybody for the drone funding.
And is that your first drone that you got?
Unfortunately, I had two, and I didn't bring either one of them because they were so big. I had
the big old one.
I had a unique Q or 400 4K Typhoon.
Yep.
And then I had the Phantom 3.
Oh,
But
we had a Phantom.
I said, you know what? I won't need them. I'm not going to shoot that stuff. And of course, I did it.
Our Phantom. Remember how big?
I used to have the Inspire. I used to have the first Inspire that came out.
Wow.
Well, now we have, but it's huge, right? I don't have that anymore. But I have the Mavic 2 Zoom. Let me tell you something, Russ. The technology, that thing is amazing.
Phenomenal.
I mean, I've seen them just evolve from like the first Phantom. I think I got into it like the Phantom 3. It is unbelievable how steady that thing is, and the range out of the box. It's unreal. Like it's almost like
Izzy's a techie nerd. If you haven't caught on to that,
how far they've come in the past 5 years is amazing.
Well, I've been watching all kinds of Mavic Pro videos on YouTube now, so I've been trying to catch up.
Just if you're going to shoot 4K, just make sure. I learned this the hard way. Make sure you get the UD3 micro SD card, because you'll get lagging on the recording.
Okay.
It'll just be like real choppy. So just make sure you get that. The Samsung 128 gig works really well, and it's like $24 on Amazon.
So
you can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Jason, our son, said two things. Before, he said, stop drinking his vitamin water. and number two, he wants to know how you two met. He said, how did Russ and Kerry meet?
We met in the military. We were both going through, I was behind him. He had already finished the law enforcement academy through the Air Force, and he was waiting for K-9. I was coming in to go through the police academy. So we were both military police in the Air Force when we met.
And we knew each other for 6 weeks when we got married.
Really?
So basically, Kerry saw you and just had to have you. Is that basically how it went?
Yeah.
Pretty much what happened with you, with me, but you had to have me.
I tried not to, but I couldn't break her heart. So
that was very kind of you.
So within 6 weeks, and you've been married for 28 years?
Yes, we have.
So you did some homework.
That's nice.
You know what it was? Is I was never shy around women, or at that age, we were 19. I was I was never shy around girls. But everything I said to her came out stupid. Fumbled mouth. I was like, okay, this is it, because she has got me so nervous. So.
Sounds familiar, right? So we met. The second I met him, head over heels, right? But we both had just gotten out of marriages, so we weren't really looking for something. And he kind of started feeling that way, and actually backed off and stopped talking to me for a couple weeks because he was scared. But then we came back,
around, and almost 10 years later. Well, no, it's been 10 years in 2021. So 8
No, we met in 2008.
No, I'm saying married.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, over 10 years we've been together.
We started a fight.
Yeah. What? Any other questions in there?
Let me go. No, you can go ahead and ask another one.
All right, a couple more questions. Any advice for anybody that's thinking about either RVing or going even the bigger step, going full time?
Well, on our 1-year anniversary, we actually did a video where it was our 1-year anniversary video where we kind of talked about all of that. How to downsize, things you should consider, issues that you deal with on the road, and how to deal with those things.
Yeah, and the reason why we bring that video up is because that's such a huge question, because there's so much to know and so much that you learn. So that video is a great resource. We talk about everything we learned throughout the year, what we thought we knew, what we didn't know. But really, I think the number one thing when you're going into this is remember why you're doing it. We all have our own story. We all have our own reasons. But just remember that a lot of it's not to be unhappy. It's because we want to be happier.
Yeah.
Just remember that when things go bad, that you can make it as bad as you want, or you can make it just as good as it possibly can be. So try to remember why you're doing this, and don't get too upset when things go wrong, because they do go wrong. You're in a moving house that will have problems sometimes.
Yeah, we're just, obviously part-timers, weekend warriors, but you're exactly right on that as far as things do go wrong, and you just have to make the best of it. You gotta learn to be handy, unless you have just endless deep pockets and you want to have everybody. There's so many things that you can just, I carry tools with us. Like, there's things that happen that you can fix them really quick, but if you want to take it to the dealership, you're going to be off the road for 3-4 weeks, and they're going to hit you.
But then you feel so proud about yourself.
Of course.
You do figure something out.
Yeah. Yes.
I have to admit, that's probably been one of the biggest things that I've learned being on the road here lately, is that I'm a lot more handy than what I thought I was.
Mm-hmm.
Before I didn't want to waste the time. I said, I'm going to get it fixed right, and I'm just going to pay whatever it is. But that gets really expensive out here on these rigs. So you learn to do things, and like Kerry said, you get this feel of, yes, that's a win. So.
And YouTube helps.
YouTube is a huge help.
Oh, YouTube, yes.
YouTube's a huge help.
Yeah.
So, in terms of your YouTube channel, what are your plans? Now, Russ, I know you have different channels, right? You have a couple different channels. So what's your plan for this channel and your other channels moving forward?
Yeah, I think I want to marry the two. My other channel has just under 20,000 subscribers. It gets quite a bit of views. And it has more to do with metal detecting and treasure hunting. But with travel and what we're doing right now, we go to a lot of these places, and that's my hobby, that's my love. So my vision for the channel is to be able to marry the two, and kind of talk about both within, which I really haven't. Maybe a couple times we've jumped into it, but honestly, this channel here is more of our community channel. It's more where we learn from people. It's more where we get to talk to people and meet people that are living this same lifestyle, where that other channel, it's just more about business.
Okay.
What it is for me is, as Russ said, the community bit. It went from it being, I'll admit, I was very hesitant that we were just going to go places and we wouldn't know anybody, and we would just be in our own little world. And it really hit me when we went to Shipshewana this past fall. Patty and Patrick and Randy from Randy's Adventures, they coordinated this small YouTube channel summit up there, and a bunch of them had gotten there before us. And as we drove into the campground, there was at least 8 people that are waving to us and big smiles on their faces. And it was just such a greeting. And it was right about our year anniversary for being on the road. And I was like, this is why we're doing what we're doing, because we're going places and we are meeting more and more people.
Yeah.
And they're so amazing. And that this channel is the opportunity for us to just keep meeting great people, and it makes the places we visit that much more interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this channel's really opened up, and that's what we had hoped. It's more about friendships, and we don't really care about how fast it grows. You know, I mean, you like to see, we do a lot of work in it, but it's growing pretty well, and we
It gave us the confidence. We
Yeah.
did daily vlogs when we first started, and it was mostly out of survival method.
Yeah, right.
We did not know what we were doing, and we had great people that say, "You're doing this wrong.
yeah, you're messed up.
You need to do this." And we're like, "Oh, okay, we'll do that." I mean, that was survival, and then once we got our legs under our feet, then we were able to pull back a little bit. But before we hit the road, I was addicted to HDTV.
Okay.
I loved HDTV, and now I'm hooked on touring RVs. So I know I can't buy them all, so just like Izzy with the rig of the week, so it feeds my addiction. So yes, you'll probably see a lot of RV tours. We love going to the RV shows. It's so much
Yeah,
fun.
we love it too.
Yeah.
We're so looking
much.
forward to this Tampa trip.
So much fun. Well, because
And-
it's
Yeah,
going to
we
be
can't wait
80.
to meet you guys in
I
person.
know. We're really looking forward to it.
What's crazy with the channel is that probably like maybe the last 4 trips out last season, there's so many people that have recognized us
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
I know.
channels, and
Yeah.
you talk about. It's crazy. Like we'll go to campgrounds and people will like, oh, we watch your channel. Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's just fun to
How many
meet
people
new
you
people.
reach,
It
you know?
really is fun.
Yeah.
Very
It's
fun.
a
That's
neat
why I'm
feeling.
so looking forward to this, because there's just so many people that are going to be there. I cannot
Yes.
wait. Now, Russ, what is the name? You want to pimp your other channel? Because
Sure.
I want to
Yeah,
check it
it's,
out too.
It's called Travel Treasure.
Travel
Travel
treasure.
treasure. Okay. Well, you
Yeah, I think there's 2 other Travel Treasures, but the biggest one has about
there you are.
90 subscribers.
That's a
So-
very serious face.
Yeah, you look
have,
angry in
Russ.
there.
Hey, I'm kind of doing one of these things, you know.
All right, new
It's a,
subscriber
yeah.
right here.
So
He's serious with treasure hunt.
I gotta throw this question out here. So like, what treasures have you found?
Well, you know, it's funny because there's so many neat things. I'm more into history. I like things that have historical value over monetary value. So I think
That being
probably,
said, if he found a treasure chest, he'd be bragging.
yeah, exactly. But you know, I think some of the neatest things I've found. I found the oldest coin I found was a Roman denarius. It was from Emperor Constantine, so which is about 90 AD. So if
Wow.
you really think about it, you know, I mean,
That
Wow.
was when
That's
he went
pretty
metal
cool.
detecting overseas.
yeah, I was in London and metal detecting over there. But
London.
yeah, you know, I think to me, the stuff I love hunting for, I love Indian Wars, and when we were out in El Paso, we were right in the middle of all that stuff. So, you know, I love finding the Indian Wars cavalry buttons from the soldiers and 4570 lead and their oh boy, what all kinds of
He's
stuff.
horrible going to like some of these museums.
Yeah, because I see
Because
the
if
uniforms
if
are
they
wrong.
dress the uniforms, they don't have it accurate.
You know, it's not
So
correct.
he will call it out.
So we were at
Wow.
Gettysburg, and
No, you
Oh,
were
we
at
love
Battle of
oh
Gettysburg.
yeah,
Love
we were
Gettysburg.
at Battle Little Bighorn, and I look at the cavalrymen, and they've got them all dressed up, and he has General Service Eagle buttons on his thing. I was like, no, cavalrymen would have a cavalry button, you know. So, but no, to me, treasure is history. Anything history, I love it.
Well, there has to be a lot of homework that goes into that to even know where to go to find these treasures. I would imagine, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Research is a number one big thing. Other than that, you're just kind of fumbling around, you know, and you get lucky. And that old saying that even a blind squirrel finds an acorn every once in a while is true in metal detecting as well. But research will put you where you need to be, and then it's luck after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, cool. Very
I look
interesting.
forward
I
to
have to
checking
binge
that
watch
channel.
some of those.
Yeah, I just
some of those
subscribed,
videos
so I have
there.
to check some of that out.
All right, almost 20K now. Let's see if we get
Nice.
that. 10 over
If
20K.
you want a good laugh, go to his parody playlist.
Oh no.
Because here's a quick
Yeah.
story about how Russ even just got involved in YouTube way back when. Is he metal detected? Our son was the one that used to make videos. He had gotten him and Russ was trying to find a way that he could bond with our aging son who is getting older, and they decided to make these videos. And what they did is they did metal detecting hunts with a theme of a certain movie. So like the Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, they do that storyline, but with metal detecting interspersed.
Oh, that is so neat.
Very
And
cool.
that's how it kind of got started. And then Brett got too cool for it. And then Russ had to figure out how to make and edit videos, so he had to teach himself to continue it. So it kind of went on from there.
Quite
so
challenging.
Takes credit for all his success.
That's kind of how Jason takes credit for our channel.
I know, right?
He watches the video, so he takes credit for it. So, all right. So, Russ and Kerry, if you guys want to, I guess, just share the big meetup you're having really next Friday down in Tampa.
Sure. Okay, so the meetup, we are going to have, the very first part of it will be January 17th at 6 p.m. at the boondocking lots.
At our rig.
And it's going to be at our rig. And that's going to be a meetup. We want everybody to come. It's going to be a potluck, but we understand people are coming from the show, so if you don't have something, don't worry about it. Just bring yourselves. We'd rather have you, than not have you. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to have a special live stream. And on that live stream will be Blue Wave Odyssey, which we all know, Bob.
He's
and
here.
then Camper Life, which we all know, which is William.
He's here.
And then This Nomadic Idea. We'll have half of This Nomadic Idea. We'll have Scott down there. We're going to do a live stream. And
that's during our typical Friday night wine time, because
Right.
we don't ever miss it. As long as we have internet, we don't ever miss it. So that's why we are doing it.
But there's going to be a lot of prizes. There's going to be a lot of games. We're going to have games, prizes, giveaways. We're giving away a metal detector. We're giving away night vision, because the company that I work for also makes night vision.
Nice.
So we're going to give that away. We have a sponsor, Phoenix USA, which are the makers of Phoenix Cruisers. They are sponsoring. They're kind enough to buy all the food and drinks and that sort of thing.
Very nice.
And they are going to stop by. The owner, Tina, is going to stop by the event. So.
And they're going to donate swags and hats and all sorts.
Ooh.
Phoenix RV hat. I'm in.
Yeah, there you go, man. But yeah, it should be a whole lot of fun. We're excited. We think there's going to be quite a few people.
And don't forget, during the live stream, so for people that can't get to Tampa,
this is right, yeah.
if you show up for the live stream, Blue Wave and Camper Life are each donating $50 Amazon gift cards.
Very cool.
That will be given away during the live stream.
And you can only win those on the live stream.
On the live stream.
Right.
That is cool.
And so, and you can go to our website, click under the events. If you click under the event for that, there's the entries. You can enter online for the online Friday Night Wine giveaways given by Blue Wave and Camper Life.
So you have to do that to enter. You have to register. Do we have that link? Are we gonna? Can we send a link to you guys?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll put it in the description.
Oh, Matt.
Absolutely.
Matt's here. Matt said he'll be there. Hey, Matt, answer my text.
Oh, Matt will be there. You know Matt from Matt's RV Reviews?
Yes, we do. He makes great
3,
videos.
2, 1.
And he's having a big thing on Saturday night, which we'll be at
Yes.
as well. Everybody's invited to that.
Although we don't have an address yet,
General
Matt, so you
RV.
want to kind of share that?
Yeah,
So
Matt,
General
throw that in
RV
the
is
chat.
sponsoring a open bar food Saturday night. So
Open bar.
yeah,
Oh, boy.
well, so that's what Matt's claiming. So it's on him. That's not my word. So Matt, share that in the comment where it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows yet.
Maybe he doesn't know. I would hope.
Well, that's the same thing for us. I mean, the boondocking section is quite large, so we don't know exactly where we'll be yet.
So you got like a
Just
big
an
balloon?
Spotlight?
Yeah, we'll
Fly the drone. Fly the drone over.
There you go.
Put the
There
bat
you go.
signal.
An update with GPS location once we get settled.
Gotcha.
So we will be there on Wednesday. So once we have that, then I'll update our event page so that way it can kind of help people find us a little bit better.
Very cool.
And I just
Perfect.
emailed you the email that I sent Bob and William and them with the link for the event page, so that way
Yeah,
people
so-
can register.
So that's how people who want a chance to win that the gift cards can enter. They've got to follow that link there,
Yeah,
and then we'll
we'll
pick a winner online.
put all that stuff in the description after the stream is done. We'll
Yeah.
stay. So anybody else have questions out there?
Carefully, I said open bar. What?
That's what Matt's claiming. I don't know. He might have bit off more than he can chew. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Matt said, don't know yet. Matt, answer my text, or I'm going to start putting 3, 2, 1. Answer my text. You're going to get 3, 2, 1 text from me.
Matt, you better answer.
Yeah, so we'll wait to see where that's going to be.
So, do you guys have any questions for us?
Well, I would like to know when you are arriving to Tampa.
We'll be getting there
Tuesday at 11
Tuesday.
a.m.
Yes.
God, I can't wait.
Yeah, we are flying down. We cannot. Well, first of all, I don't have enough time off from work, and we just can't risk a ride back to Jersey. With potential snow.
Our weather's going to be great. You are not going to want to go back.
No, I know.
God,
but believe me, I don't.
I know.
So I do have a question.
Yeah.
This more comes from you and I both have a law enforcement background, and I struggled with this when we first went out on the road because I usually was I kept to myself. I kind of look at the room, and judge people. Not judge people, but, just kind of assess.
Yeah, who's going to shoot the place up? I think the same way, right? Like, when we go to a restaurant, I know we got to sit here because I got to face the door so when the assailant comes in, I have a clear shot at him.
And now I've learned all that as well. Now I'm just as skeptical.
So I wonder if what is most concerning, and the reason why I prefaced with that, because that was concerning for me, knowing that I was going to be putting myself out there more and meeting more people. I'm wondering from your professional background, what type of what concerns you most about going out on the road?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, and this is a horrible, I guess, way to live, maybe. I don't, you could probably relate to this. I don't quickly trust people, right? And that's just because I've dealt with so many bad people for so long. I generally think most people are good, because they are, but I always think if somebody's given the opportunity, they'll turn nefarious at some point. So
why do you think we have so many videos of cameras we're sticking on our RV, right?
So,
the
yeah,
ring.
I mean, listen, it's definitely crossed my mind, when you put yourself out there, you don't know who's watching. One of the assignments I was in, where my office was in computer crimes for quite some time, and there's some real sickos out there, especially online. So, that's definitely a concern for us. We take precautions when we go out. We lock everything up. We have cameras. I always carry. I can. Unfortunately, she can't, because in New Jersey and Florida she can. These are just precautions we take. That's not to say we're not friendly to people, because we are. Yeah. But we did a video regarding security. And we're both big proponents is that if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right? So, and I know some of the videos you guys have touched on, if you go somewhere and something is just not right, just leave. It's not worth it,
Well, that's what we just did in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
We had a reservation. We pulled into the campground, and first of all, the campground was not in a good area.
Yeah,
it was overcrowded. I didn't feel safe even driving in. Like, even the clubhouse area had plywood all up against the windows.
Oh my God.
And then they had vehicles parked in our spot. So we called management. They said, we'll have those vehicles towed, and then we'll call you and you can come back. And I said, I'm not going to feel safe.
Yeah. They just towed my vehicle?
And being next to the
you had my vehicles towed.
Let's see you.
And we just decided, you know what? We'll forego our reservation. We're leaving. We left. And we had to make alternate plans for the following 2 weeks that we thought we were going to have reservations. But you're right. I'd rather move on and feel safer than put myself in those situations.
Yeah, we're not at the point of boondocking yet, but even when we go to certain places, we will research, because we quickly learned. We do the research now. We've been to some places in so I don't know if you've been up to New Jersey. So North Jersey and South Jersey are like two different worlds. There's certain places
like
in South
Kentucky.
Jersey, you think you're in Alabama or Kentucky, and that's no hate against Alabama and Kentucky. Yeah. But we've been to some campgrounds that were like, whoa, like maybe we should have researched this a little more.
It's just very
so
different.
We definitely do that now. And if something just doesn't feel right, you can't. Here's what I say. Like, sometimes you can't overcome common sense. You know what I mean? Like, which a lot of people do. Just use a little common sense and take your time. And if something doesn't feel right, then it's probably not right. And I think you'll be safe on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Any other questions for us?
So when are you getting your new rig?
Oh, that's not until at least we retire.
Yeah, because this one is
Yeah,
only
we have a
year
19
old.
Newmar, 2019. So
Yeah,
it's
we got to get this paid down first.
Yeah, our plan is to have this paid off by the time we're ready to go, and then probably really find what we'll probably be in this for a while and find where we're going to be. But we take really good care of it. It's under the cover now, and we really don't have much room. I think the biggest we can go is probably 40 feet. So the problem is not our driveway. It's we kind of live off a private road, so getting to the driveway is
Very
quite challenging.
tight. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we have to take down a couple more trees, I think.
Yeah, and we've already taken a few down.
To get us.
Now you guys have been growing at a fantastic rate. What is your plan for your channel?
Well, here's the thing, right? You could jump in.
No.
Anytime.
You want to say? I'll bounce off you.
We are constantly, the both of us, and this is, I guess, good and a curse. The both of us are, when we do something, we want to be the best at it, and maybe that's a horrible way to think.
Well, not the best, but the best for us.
For us, to be the best for us.
We have to do it 100%.
Yeah,
We're extremely driven, right? And can't do it half-assed. That's just how we are.
We try to make every video that somebody's learning something. That's kind of been our focus, and the reason why we started this channel is because we learned so much off of YouTube, and there's actually quite a few things, DIYs that I did that I didn't capture on video. And the one day I came to her, and I was like, babe, I think we could really, there's some good information that people might want to know. And she was a little hesitant at first.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I said, we don't have time for this, right? And guess what? Now we've just added a second full-time job onto our...
Basically.
Because it really is. To do it well,
is.
it's hours and hours every week of, planning, filming, editing, social media. I mean, it's exhausting.
And then trying to figure out that darn algorithm.
We can't figure it out.
Forget it. I just give up.
We've tried to, and I mean, what our mindset now is just, we try to put out the best video we can. We're always trying to improve the quality, the sound, the editing, the lighting, whatever it takes to get somebody to watch it, we'll do it. And if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, for us, this is really a hobby. A channel of our size is, if you could go on Social Blade and see what the channel makes, it's pennies. It's nothing.
You're not making...
We're doing it just because, we like doing it.
You enjoy it.
And it's fun.
Yeah, we enjoy it.
Right. It's a lot of work, but yeah, it's fun work.
But we hope that
here's the thing, as a couple, it's a great thing to bring you together if you're working on something together. Because
100%.
A lot of times you get married, you do your jobs, you go off and you do your things.
Yes.
But now you've got something that you're
100%.
working on together as a team.
And that makes it fun.
And this channel would not be this channel if it wasn't the both of us on board. It just wouldn't.
It definitely takes two.
Or
and
Jason
too, yes.
Jason with his special guest appearances.
We try to get him involved as much as possible. He's busy too.
But yeah, definitely, it's either her shooting or I'm shooting and I'm editing and she's putting thumbnails and shooting out, social media. It's definitely a bonding experience. So,
our goal is when we do retire that this will be making
a little bit of income.
A little bit, that is our goal, to just continue to grow.
Fortunately, MJ pretty much works remotely now. So if worst came to worst, we could have a little bit of a salary, and I would get a pension, and and go from there. I have no problem work camping or picking up a remote job. It doesn't bother me.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's. Any other questions? Anybody in the crowd out there that have questions for us, or for Russ and Kerry? No.
Never tell. People are giving little security tips, like never tell your location when you do live streams, things like that.
That's true.
True.
Guys,
yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed about these rooms, because everybody always talks about, every Sunday is our informational type live chat, where Friday's more of our fun, but they always come in and they're like, great information, thank you so much for this, and Kerry and I provide about this much information, but the total knowledge within that room is just massive.
Yeah.
That's why these
there's a
live
lot
streams,
of smart,
there's
experienced
so much
people
Yeah.
that join these
100%.
collective knowledge in these chats.
100%.
We're constantly learning from
100%.
other. I'm in so many of the live chats. I try to when you see me, it's always
It's
me.
always her.
But I try to just get as much knowledge as we can from others. Everybody's got
Yeah.
so many great things to say.
So, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we're actually about an hour and 15 minutes now.
Hour 15. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. So if you have, guys, once again, whoever's in the chat, in the live stream right now, go over to the Roads We Roam. We're going to update the description shortly after the stream ends. Their channel is on there.
And Travel Treasure.
Yeah, we're going to add Travel Treasure
Thank you
also.
much.
Go over. If you're not subscribed, check them out. Subscribe, watch the videos. They're a great couple, full-time RVers. They're going to be at Tampa. Anybody that's at Tampa, feel free to stop us. We're going to have a camera like this. We're not going to be missed. So,
No.
so you're definitely going to know we're there.
I'm going to put your link real quick in here for the event.
We'll put that,
Perfect.
Okay, there we go.
And Road to
Anybody
Rome.
that is watching this, you are invited.
Yeah, please stop by. The more, the merrier.
Yeah, you might have a scene down there. Who knows?
I'm a little nervous. I wouldn't be lying.
Is there like campground security there? It's gonna be like, you have too many people here. You gotta boot some.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I told Karen, I think this could really be bad, but it's going to be great. You know?
Yes, I'm sure. it'll
I'm
be fun.
nervous.
We're gonna shut down the Tampa show.
Shut it down.
That's right.
Like you said, do it or don't do it. You know, go
Do it
all in.
100%, right?
Don't go at all.
I think
Well,
it's
I do
going to
want
be
to take
great.
a moment and thank you so much, though. This has been a blast. We felt honored that you asked.
Well,
us.
thank you for
Oh,
coming
very
on.
much.
So
Listen,
happy to have you.
We have tried to bring in, every couple of weeks we'll bring in somebody, a channel that somehow we've connected to, right? So we've had Matt from Matt's RV Reviews, who's turned out to be a friend. He's an awesome guy. He shot us out one day on one of his videos for like no reason. He's a pretty big channel, and it was awesome. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like this is pretty cool. And
He's
we
a
just
great
kind of,
guy.
hit it off, and he's a good dude. We've had Andrew Steele on, who we've kind of hit off, and you guys.
Do you know Andrew Steele, guys? RVing with Andrew Steele?
No, but we almost met Matt.
Okay.
Because we were at Hershey, and we were walking across the bridge when we were with Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force,
Air Force
guy.
guy, yeah.
And Paul waved to Matt, and Matt went back, and he's like, "Oh, that's Matt." I went, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But we didn't get to talk to him. He didn't know us, or
Right.
anything, so we almost met Matt.
Yeah.
But if
We
you,
walked behind him on the bridge.
so you'll see him now in Tampa. But you like RVs? RVing with Andrew Steele is a great channel.
Yeah,
he
he's a
does
good guy.
tons of tours and a very high end coaches.
He
So
has
it's pretty
a
cool.
Tiffin.
I like it already.
He has a Tiffin Phaeton that they just did, 2008, I believe, that they just did a remodel. Since you appreciate remodeling Class A's, and it looks outstanding inside. And he's just
yeah, we will check that out.
a good dude, and like just a blue collar guy. So yeah, so we reached out to you because we've connected to your channel, and we thank you,
You
for
just seem
coming
like
on.
a nice couple. We like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Same here.
thank you so much. Like Kerry said, we're honored, and we love your channel. We've been talking about you guys for a long time because just from one creator to another, you guys do it right, and we love what you do.
And
Yeah.
Band
Thank
Geek
you.
to Band Geek.
Woo!
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna do a nice band geek high five
Yeah.
when I see you.
Or the
So
spirit finger.
Yeah.
so guys, thanks everybody for joining
Yes,
us tonight.
everybody that's here, thank you.
We will be back next Thursday.
From Tampa.
From Tampa, we're gonna try to do a live stream. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm gonna bring the Mophie down and see how that works in the hotel room. We'll try to do a live stream, and we're gonna be bringing a load of videos for you guys. We're gonna be
Lots of
shooting
tours.
a lot of videos out there. So for myself and MJ, guys, thank you guys for joining us. Russ and Kerry, thank you guys for
so
joining
much.
us.
Cheers, guys.
And
Bye.
we will
Can't wait to see you next week.
guys on the road.